Hello everyone, this is Drew from Best of Us Investors working with Mark on the Platinum Trading platform. So in February, if you have followed the stocks that we have found after analyzing more than 700 stocks or charts every week and invested only 100 shares each, you would have made more than $2,000 last month. Of course, we do see some losses, but we use more than 10 indicators to analyze the chart and make sure that our members minimize their losses and preserve as much gain as possible without taking huge risks. So for more details on stocks that are set up for great trades every day, along with education and chart analysis, indicators, and also want to be part of the weekly Zoom calls with Q&As regarding swing trades and investment, make sure you join our Platinum group and let's successfully invest and make it through this tough market together. So what's new this week, Mark?
Well, Drew, we had an interesting day and week in the market. We started out 3 days down, and then Fed Governor Bostic came out, who's not a voting member, and talked about only raising interest rates maybe 25 basis points and then pausing a bit. And that caused the market to go up quite substantially in the last 2 days, Thursday and Friday. Again, we'll see what happens next week. Let's take a look at the charts and see how we did in swing trading this week.
Well, this is how the S&P looked this week. This line starting here is Monday. You can see we closed just above the 50-day simple moving average, which is acting as support. The next day, of course, we blew past that, and then all of a sudden the 50-day becomes resistance. You see we wicked up over it. On Wednesday, we came down and actually touched on the 200-day simple moving average. We came and opened up on Thursday below. We actually traded below the 200-day simple moving average. Then Bostic spoke, and the market went up in anticipation that the Fed was going to stop or pivot on their rates. You can see we hit resistance at 50 again. We did actually wake up to the 9-day simple moving average. And then on Friday, we gapped up a bit, closing over the 9 and over the 20-day simple moving average. We still see on the MACD that the signal line is above the MACD line. We're having a small little roll up on the slow stochastic, and our RSI is above the 50 level. So here's a paper trade we got in on March 2nd, which was Thursday. You can see this is Air Products, APD. We went over the 9-day simple moving average. We're above the 200-day simple moving average. And then on Thursday, we had a limit to get in right at the 20s. We crossed the 20-day simple moving averages. You know, moving averages form resistance and support lines. And since that day, we were up again on Friday. Currently, we're up about $533 on this paper trade in 2 days. We can go down and see that our MACD is still above the signal line. We still have a slow stochastic above the signal line, and we're trading at 55, which is above our threshold of 50 on the RSI. So far, a pretty good trade. We'll use stop losses to preserve our gain on this one. So once you're ahead of the game, it's easier to make money. Let's go on and look at a different one that we went into also this week. So this is Skechers, symbol SKX. On March 2nd, you can see we had a full candle close above the 9-day simple moving average, which we put in a limit to buy right about at the 50, which was acting as resistance before, and now it's become support. As you can see on Friday, we've closed up again on Thursday and Friday. We got in at about $45 on a paper trade. We're currently up about $71 on this trade. You can see we're trading above the 200, above the 9. Now we're trading above the 50. The MACD, you can see, is trading above the signal line. We also have the stochastic is trading above their signal line, and we have a RSI at 56, which is above our threshold of 50. So another good trade. So altogether, just on these 2 trades in 2 days, our unrealized profits is around $601 just by watching the charts.
Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. For more details and updates regarding swing trades, chart analysis, and stocks to watch each day that are set up for great trades, make sure you join our Platinum group so that we could get through this tough market together. See you all next week.